going on, guys and gals? Scotty P here, Rage Quit Replays, coming at you with an earlier release video than I originally anticipated. I thought I wasn't going to be back for a few weeks, but I'm back early, as we can see here. So I hinted in my previous channel update video that we were going to be switching over from the Old Republic to Rift, which you can see I'm logged into Rift right now, and I'll just give you a quick recap of what we were working with. So got plenty of bros here with me. We got some guys on. We're the Purple-Headed Warriors Guild, and we play on the Seastone server on the Defiant side. So if you're out there and you want to come join us, man, let us know. We're all pretty much just capped right now at level 49, and this guild is not very large by any means. You can see that the members here is just bros and their alt characters, so nothing too crazy. And we're just trying to hit 49, and we're trying to just max out our favor. We want to pick up the highest tier PvP set we can get, so that when we hit level 50, we're viable. You know, we have good gear with good stats, and we have Valor, which is what the PvP gear is going to give us, which is just damage mitigation, physical and spell damage from other players. So that's strictly PvP gear, and that's what it does. Gives you extra Valor. Here's the gear right now I got. I'll just give you guys the rundown of what I'm working with, and we'll go from there. So I'm a 49 warrior. I'm currently spec'd pretty heavy, pretty dang heavy into the champion trees. We can see here the champion soul rather. So 49 right now. It's as high as I can go because I'm only level 49, and then I'm 8 boy knight, 8 paragon. So along here I got all my, you can see on the right hand side where it says the little box pops up, assault. That's my damage macro, and starts off with the bull rush, and I just go in and just whatever ability is there to be used. It's a button smasher. That's what this macro is right here. Interrupt, same thing. Just smash that for my interrupts. Then I got finishers and AoEs, and then AoE stun right here. The intimidation will, the target person will be rooted while everyone else, 6 enemies. Yeah, okay, it's all nearby enemies for 6 seconds. My bad, I read that wrong. So the person who I cast this on will be rooted in place, and everybody else in the nearby vicinity will be feared. So if I want to target somebody out and then get everybody out of the way so I can wreck this dude, that's how I do it. Here's my proper timing and the way that I'm spec'd into champion right here. Where'd it go? There it is. Perfect timing, which reduces the cooldown of proper timing by 30 seconds. Normally it's a minute cooldown. You can see right now the cooldown is down to 30 seconds. So every 30 seconds I can force a crit. So basically I can use my macro to build up my combo points, which are up here in the top left, the little sword right here. 3 combo points max for a warrior. And then I can use force crit my finisher here, and I can force crit this finisher right here if the person is below 30% health, and it hits a lot heavier. You see this front load damage max is 3 points, 140% of weapon damage plus 697. This right here is at 3 combo points, 140% of weapon damage plus 1176. So force critting this right now is hitting for about 2500. Nothing too crazy. I'm only level 49. I'm sure you've seen a lot of 50s just straight roll in. You know, they're hitting for 3 to 4K easy. This next series of videos on Rift for me is just going to be what I am doing to prepare myself for 50. If I hit 50 right now, and you can see I've locked my XP, this bar down here is red. If I got the next 2.5 bubbles and I hit 50, I have no gear. You saw I have barely a little favor because I've used some of it. I would not be very viable in PvP. I could queue and get in PvP all day and just get face wrecked. So that's not something that we're looking to do. As you can see right now, as a guild, we're all real life bros, and we're all in the same boat. We want to max out what we can at 49 and just prepare ourselves for 50, so when we roll in, we're viable. We want to go out there and not get our face rolled every time. So as far as stats go for this character, I'm currently sitting at just under 5k health. This is just with self buffs. So increases strength by 40 right there, self buff, 3% critical hit chance, and critical damage is increased by 25%. And there's some wardstone auras and prismatic glory, some extra junk on here. So there's a few extra stats added on here: 10 strength, dex, intelligence, wisdom, endurance, and 40 strength of that. So Looking at the stats right here, you can see everything that's rolling right now. Physical crit, I'm heavy in the champion, as you saw through the soul tree, and what I'm gonna do to front load damage with somebody is really just have a high crit chance and just really try to get the big hits on them to tear them down as quick as possible. So right now I'm sitting at just self buffs, 27.56, so not too shabby. This is all just strictly off of like level 44 to 48 gear. I have the full transplanter set. Well, I have 4 pieces of it, not the full set. Anything beyond 4, you're not going to get any extra bonus from. So just starting from the top here is the Treacherous Dark Metal Helmet. And for level 44, you can see it's got some physical crit on there and some dex. So dexterity equates 1-to-1 to physical crit. So if I were to add something with 20 dex, it would take me to 347 right here, and then it would add 20 physical crit down here to 651. And it would increase it maybe a percent. I don't recall the math off the top of my head. J-Dub's really the one who does all the math intensive stuff like that. So yeah, that's my helm right there. Shoulders, we're looking at more dex, more physical crit, and I actually threw a deft rune on here, which gives me 13 more dex. So dex is nice because it will increase my chance to, let's see, a chance to dodge. Okay, and it does help out my attack power. So it is a 1-to-1 ratio as well for my physical crit rating. So dexterity is nice for my crit, it's nice for my attack power, and my dodge rating. Of course, strength is the overall, because that's going to do block and parry, and attack power. It scales a lot higher for attack power than dex does. You can see this 403 strength gives me 302. That's about 75% of your strength will go to your attack power, and then for dexterity, you can see 327 and only 81's going, so it's 25% of your dexterity goes towards your attack power. So it helps out a little bit. It's really key for your physical crit chance. As you can see, 327 dex increases physical crit rating by 327, 1-to-1. So all that, 24.56 on buff plus 3, which is a self buff, so 27.56% chance. And let's see what else we got. We got the Transplanter Breastplate, which is also part of the 4-piece set here. And dex, physical crit on there, added the same deft rune to the chest piece. You can get it, the deft rune is good for chest and shoulders, so I bought 2 of those bad boys, add 13 dex to each. So there's some items that you can add physical crit to. If you can add the same amount of dexterity, then that's definitely the way you want to go, because it's going to boost up your attack power a little bit. It's going to give you some more dodge chance, and it's 1-to-1 for dodge as well, your physical crit. So damage mitigation in this game, not only based off of Valor, but the actual attacks that are going to miss, period, is going to help out a lot. If someone tries to hit you for 2k crit and they miss, that's huge. Yeah, my Valor could mitigate when this person hits me for 5% or 2.3 as you see here. That's nothing, just shaving little small percentages off the top. But dexterity is nice, which is why I went for that, because it's 1-to-1 for dodge and crit. Going on to the gloves here, Transplanter Gauntlets. You can see again, dex, physical crit, and I put plus 15 physical crit on this bad boy here, which is really nice. So this thing has 13 dex, 15 physical crit, that's 28, plus 15, that's 43. So 43 physical crit just on these gloves, not too shabby. This belt will be getting replaced very soon, and nothing too crazy on here. 13 dex, 10 physical crit. Decent stats overall. It's a bit outdated. You can see it's level 38, so that's why that's going to be the next piece to be changed out. The Adjudicator's Greaves, not too shabby as well. I think this was, yes, that's got Valor on it, so that was a PvP item. I can't remember if I bought that in Stillmore or Shimmer Sand. I cannot remember. Plus 10 strength, Potent Rune put on that bad boy, and then on the Transplanter Sabatons, the fourth piece in the Transplanter Armor set. You can see through some endurance in there. It does not have physical crit, but it has dexterity and some attack power on there. So not too shabby. The set coupled the Transplanter Armor, 4 items coupled with this Synergy Crystal will, 2 pieces you can see increase endurance by 20, 4 pieces increases dexterity by 20 as well. So You know, 20 dodge, 20 physical crit from having that little set right there. Not too shabby. Alright, let's see what else we got. For the weapon, Scald Water, Morningstar. Take a little drink there, getting a little parched. This right here basically is just going to get replaced here shortly. This was probably one of the best weapons we could find that was available buying unequipped, so which means I could buy it off the auction house. And you can see not too bad. Your top end damage on here is 147, which is decent. There's a lot better out there, but you know, pre-level 50 weapons, this weapon here is pretty good. There's one or two better out there that I know of. One's the World Breaker. The other one is the... Oh, God, I can't remember what the name of it is. Drops off of Abyssal Perspice? Man, I was looking this thing up earlier, too. Can't remember the name. Anyway, so the... yeah, the one that... No, the World Breaker drops an Abyssal Perspice, and the other one that's slightly better than the World Breaker, which is a two-handed sword. I can't remember the name of it, but I think it's a new item, because I have looked up on numerous Rift websites and have not been able to find where exactly this thing drops, man. It's like nobody knows, and nobody's telling either. Like, you see somebody with you, like, hey, dog, where'd you get that? And they're just like, I got it somewhere, you know, like, people been sketchy with it, man. Like, they don't want to say where they got this thing from. Like, whatever, dude. 30 physical crit rune added to this, and you can see it's got the 28 dex, so 58 critical going to my overall stats there just from that weapon here. This bow right here, I don't use ranged whatsoever with the bow. This bow is strictly for stats. 14 dex, 17 physical crit, plus a destructive rune shard, which adds 16 physical crit, so right there, you're looking at, you know, 31 plus, you know, 47 physical crit just for my bow, so very nice. Let's see, the neck, that's going to get replaced, I do believe, pretty soon. This trinket will get swapped out. I do need to purchase that tonight. And the rings, got a Savage Carmintium and Energetic Carmintium. I think both of these are going to get replaced as well. And they're both very decent rings for level 47. They both got dex and the physical crit, you know, plus some strength and all that. But there are some slightly better rings out there that I'm try to pick those up tonight as well. I'm not sure if they're crafted or not. I'd have to ask J-Dub to see if he's going to craft those. And this bad boy right here, I'm sitting at my planar focus is 2 greater, 4 lesser. You can see I have 4 lessers in all here. I just went strictly stats on here because each of these, they're all the same lesser planar essence. They're all the agile reflex, which I bought out of Shimmer Sand. And 11 dex, 14 physical crit. Air resist is plus 6 to each, so you can see overall stats. This gives me 48 strength, 66 dex, 84 physical crit, 20 water resist, and 36 air resist. Now the water resist comes from the barnacle encrusted source machine on its own. The passive stat it gives you is plus 20 water resist. So how many people use air resist? I'm pretty sure just mages, and I think it's going to be the elementalist. I can't recall for sure, but I mean, who plays that? You know, mages are mostly playing pyro, or they're playing like a necrolock. So it's going to either be fire or death. And J-Dub was talking about today that he came across the exact same lessers that we're talking about here, but they got fire resist instead of the air. So I'm gonna go swap those out. I got 100 purples here. We're 10,000 planarite, so I'll spend a little bit of that, man, and pick up some new lessers right here just for the fire. You know, if my fire resist could be 36 versus air resist, I think that's gonna help out a lot. So let's see, what else we got to talk about here? Skills, I have really no professions right now. I'm doing just like basic level mining. I don't even care. Let me see here. What do we got? Free March Wardens. Okay, so I'm honored with there. Let's see, what was the other one that Jada was talking about? I have to get back with him on that. Basically, we're trying to get all the stats we can on this gear that we have, so when we PvP at level 49, you know, we're stacked as we can get. So we found a couple of runes that you can put on your belt. One that's sold here in Meridian that you need to be with the Free March Wardens, you need to be honored, which I am, or whatever. I'm highest right now, so I'm not worried about that. But it's only like 3 decks or something. There's another one you have to run, I think, Moonshade Highlands to get the faction out of there, and then you can purchase for like 40 gold or 50 gold, or maybe a plat. I think it's 5 strength, 5 decks for your belt. So I got nothing on my belt right now, which is gonna be nice. J-Dub's linking some items here. Let's see what he's talking about. Accessory trinket. Okay, so that's gonna be for Braconius. He's 40. What is he right now? What is he? 49? Yeah. Burke's 49. So nice little trinket for him. Some decent stats on there. The Magister's Phylactery. That's the same thing for Mage. So not too bad there. And let's see what else we got here. Anything crazy? Couple mounts. Nothing too crazy. Some BS stuff here. Bunch of titles and junk like that. So yeah, basically all this video was going to be for was just kind of give you an update on where I'm at right now. And over the next week or two, while we're in level 49 and we're just maxing out, picking up PvP armor sets and stuff like that, and all that good stuff. Just want to show you the subtle changes we're doing, the progress, how it's going, and we'll have some of these war fronts. I'll be posting those as well. We'll probably be recording a few here in a bit. I think we're going to run Abyssal Perspice, which is a level 48 to 50 instance here in Rift, so I'll probably record that as well and throw that up there. And I just want to give you guys this quick update video just so that I can kind of give you a snapshot now, and we'll see in the next coming weeks how this character develops and all that good stuff. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. If you guys got any requests on videos, or you got any questions, period, let us know. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.